welcome to the energy overview for January 2024, but also look at 2024. It's going to be a busy year for 2024. So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take each sign, we're going to pull one card for your 2024, and then we're going to do your love, your money, and your career for the month of January. Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
All right.
But we've done a few of these.
We've done a few of these. I've done a few of these. I used to do this in fucking mass mailing. Back when you had to sit there and stuff envelopes. Yes, I have a mailing list that is an address mailing list.
Ew.
Yeah.
That does not sound fun.
No. It was always fun. All right. So first of all, however, let's get the astrology bead on. What's January's astrology looking like?
All right. Well, in our overview, we have January 1st, Mercury goes direct in Sagittarius, starting the new year on a positive note with Mercury getting out of retrograde and moving forward in optimistic Sagittarius. Start making those resolutions as you'll be making plans for a magical 2024.
Right. Then we have January 4th, Mars goes direct in Capricorn, starting tackling those New Year's resolutions with a renewed determination as the planet of abundance enters the abundant Capricorn. The next 6 weeks will feel like an uphill battle, but this transit gives us the power to climb those mountains with a grit and resolve.
All right, then January 11th, new moon in Capricorn. The first new moon of 2024 is a productive one, as we are more than ready to start working on our New Year's resolutions. This is a great day to start new projects, apply for jobs, and work on making your dreams come true.
Then we bounce into January 12th with Juno going retrograde in Virgo, feeling the wrath of Juno over the next few months as this asteroid of marriage and commitment begins moving backwards in Virgo. This retrograde will give us a strong urge to pick apart our relationships and rule out potential lovers due to superficial flaws. Stay realistic, but don't expect perfection.
Yes, then January 13th, Mercury enters Capricorn. After weeks of flights of fancy, we'll need to get serious about our goals and reputation when the planet of communication enters the sign of the sea goat. This is a great time to put plans into action as we're more determined to succeed than ever. Let your ambitions take over.
Yes. Then, our next highlight bumps down to January 20th when Sun enters Aquarius. Out with the old, in with the new, as we collectively ready to embrace the positives this Aquarius season. For the next 4 weeks, this energy becomes introverted, introspective, and friendly as we stop thinking of the me and start thinking of the we.
All right. Also on January 20th, Pluto enters Aquarius. After last year's brief detour, Pluto is back in Aquarius for an extended stay. While it will retrograde one more time into Capricorn later this year, this is still a big moment for us as it's the most important transit of the decade. Take note of changes to technology, community, and how we view the world.
Yes. On the 23rd, Capricorn gets a little bit more busier with Venus entering it as we delve deeper into the winter. Our relationships start to settle in, and as we value loyalty and reliability above all else. Over the next 4 weeks, look at your partner for what they can help you achieve and mutual ambitions.
And then January 25th, full moon in Leo. The first full moon of 2024 gives us an ego boost, and we're ready to shine brightly. Get ready for glamour, pleasure, and just a little drama as we embrace the year with open arms. Don't be afraid to roar.
Yes. And then on January 26th, Uranus goes direct in Taurus. In this year of fundamental changes, Uranus moves forward into the stubborn sign of the bull that will hit all of us extra hard. We want things to change. We need to be ready to make them change.
And that is it for the highlights.
Yeah. Now there's some other, moving attributes. If you guys want to see what those astrological events are, be sure to be following me on social. All right. So with that, let's get this overview going. Now, I do recommend you, if you're on part of a replay crew, one, make sure to leave us a comment, let us know you made it. But also go ahead and, click that subscribe button so you don't miss the next show. All right, so here we go. First card will be for the whole year of 2024, and then we'll look at your love, money, and career in January.
All right, first up is Aries, March 21st to April 20th.
All right, so Aries, this is the year of return. We have the Six of Wands here. So your 2024 is about the return, either your return or the return of people into your life. It's time to decide what you want to do with them. Looking at your love life, we have the Page of Pentacles. It's time to get impressive, Aries. Put on those good threads and get out there and socialize. Looking at your money, you're going to have to be the high priest here. Sometimes severe, sometimes ferality, but you're going to have to really focus on your goals there. And then when you look at your career, you need to look at where you came from. We have the Nine of Pentacles here, which means that you need to look at what you've invested into, what your career goals were last year. Did you achieve them? Is it time for a reset?
Okay, next up we have Taurus, April 21st to May 20th.
Okay, let's take a look at Taurus. All right, Taurus, your year of 2024, we have the Page of Wands here. It's time for you to search out for knowledge, figure out what you want, figure out what you need to learn. When we look at your love life, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Taurus, you're already stubborn. Now you're going to be bringing in that bulldog onto the romance sector. Find your love and lock into it. When we look at your money, we have the Queen of Wands. Yes, we know your checkbook is alphabetized. We understand your color coding system, Taurus. But you really have to be questioning, are you not thinking high enough of yourself? In your career, it might be time for something new. You've taken on a lot of responsibilities, and now it's time to settle them out.
Moving right along to Gemini, May 21st to June 21st.
Okay. Ooh, Gemini bouncing around here. All right, first up, Gemini, we have the Seven of Wands. With this, not wands, swords. You're going to have to be making sure you're not taking on too much, but you're also not stealing from yourself this year in 2024, meaning getting too lazy. Make sure that you take on what you want, but don't bite off more than you can chew. Looking at your love life, we have the Five of Wands here. Are you playing or are you fighting? Sometimes you're doing a little bit of both this month, Gemini. Be sure that you are sure what you want as you come into it. When we look at your money, we have the Lover's card, which I find quite interesting because you are a good lover of money. But this is more showing that you need to partnership up your cash and make it double. Looking at the career, I think that you've got to be checking your foundation, making sure you have everything you want in your career and that you're holding to your basic desires there.
Sliding right along to Cancer, June 22nd to July 22nd.
Mm-hmm. All right, Cancer. Yeah. Let's flip over.
Oh no.
Yeah, when you start repeating themselves, it's time for a new deck.
Now let's see if they repeat themselves in the new deck.
Exactly. No, they don't. Very nice, very nice. Cancer, first up out of the gate, we have the Six of Wands. It is the year of their return. So Cancer, you got to be questioning, are you going backwards or forwards? Are you collecting yourself or are you letting things back into your life? Interesting, that locked in with the Aries return. In your money sector, we have in your love sector, the King of Cups. You're holding to all your emotions. Make sure to be keeping them valuable. In your money sector, we have surprises popping up here. These are things you didn't expect occurring. When this occurs in your money sector, be checking your balances. Be questioning exactly why that dollar is there, or if that dollar is actually $2. And in your career sector, we actually have the Ten of Cups, the Harvest Home card, which you start seeing your career growth working on your financials. Tasha, Tush, I don't care. Go somewhere. I'm working.
Speaking of making 2024 roar, up next is Leo, July 23rd to August 22nd.
Yes. Leo, Leo, Leo. All right, so 2024, we have the King of Wands here. With the King of Wands popping up here, Leos, you need to be acting like your knowledgeable self here. You need to be making logical decisions and logical choices. In your career, in your love sector, we have the Page of Swords here. It's time to take on new challenges. Fill that dance card up, but make sure that you're ready to enjoy them. In your money sector, it's the Empress card. Abundance is everywhere you look. Your kingdom coffers are full. However, with that, you got to be a little bit more reluctant to let things grow. In your career sector, we have the Page of Cups here. Gossip is in the workplace. Try to stay out of it.
All right, time to pop over to Virgo, August 23rd to September 22nd.
Give me a minute. Here, kitty. Sorry, she's been landing on her bed a lot more today.
She just wants all the attention. She heard it was a year for roaring. She's ready to go.
Yeah, she's ready to roar. All right, she needs to go find a new kingdom. All right, get a drink. Virgo, Virgos. Wow, so this is definitely going to be a year for the Virgo. We got majors. Your year card is the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess is the one that stands in the middle. They're the decider of truth, Virgos. But with this being your year card, you're going to be in a lot of in-between situations. Work them out with your own knowledge. When we look at your love sector, we have the Emperor here. Maybe you're going to stick up into that traditional values and hold on tight because this rain's going to hold run. Your money sector, everybody wants some. We have the Seven of Wands here, Virgos. Financially, it's going to be a little hard, but it's not going to be too hard. Your career sector, you're going to be crossing boundaries. It's time for you to take a step up. Start doing more for what you actually want in your career, Virgo, not everybody else's work.
Hey, there we go. And time for Libra, September 22nd, October 22nd.
Awesome. Oof. All right, Libra. Libra, this is the year of the drama mama for you. You need to be trucking your problems on down the road, removing situations. You can no longer be fair. You've tried to be fair. You've tried to be nice. Now you just need to take your toys home. All right. So looking in the relationship sector, we have the Eight of Wands. With the Eight of Wands here in your relationship sector, there are opportunities. There are things that you could do with your relationships, and you could take them where you want them to be. The problem with it, however, Libras, is that you've got to reach and grab them. Otherwise, they're just hitting the ground around you. Financially, you overspent during Christmas, didn't you? Because the credit card bills just came in and you don't think you're ever getting out of this debt. Put a plan there to get a handle on it. In your career sector, quite interesting, we have the Two of Cups here. So you're going to be partnering up with somebody to actually reach some career goals that'll be very good for you.
All right, up next, Scorpio, October 23rd to November 22nd.
Awesome. Scorpios. So this year you're going to be worrying a lot and taking on too much, like I've warned you not to do in the past. When will you listen? All year, you're going to be taking on more than you need to be taking on. You need to relax and allow that control to be there. Then we look at your finances for your love life. Your love life for January, and it's balancing out. You better get those emotions settled out. What do you want, Scorpio? Who do you want it from? Start dropping that. But you also have choices to be making in your finances. Find it very interesting that you're trying to balance your love life, but also your finances. That causes you to do your normal, which is duck under and go hide at work. Don't get too nitpicky, just complete your task.
All right, let's turn our attention over to Sagittarius, November 23rd to December 21st.
Okay. All right. Sagittarians, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Well, we did until she ran away, kind of like Saggies do. You need to be watching yourself this year that you don't get too stuck at letting other people do it for you. Maintain your skills and be focused on where you want your financial wealth to be. Your love life for January, we have the Chariot here. So whatever the problems have been, you're going to be trucking over them with both wheels forward. Your money situation, you had some financial things you just need to abandon. Sometimes you can't dig holes out financially, and you just have to walk on through. Then in your career sector, you've actually done good. It's time for the annual review, and I think you'll be very much the one that ate the canary because you'll be very happy with it.
All right. Let's move over to the Brooke birthdays because it is that time of the year. Capricorn, December 22nd to January 20th. We're sorry you have the worst birthdays ever for getting cool presents because you only get one.
Well, I think it's very interesting because Capricorns, they are really good with their finances. I've always felt that, and I think it's because of when their birthday is.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. So 2020-24 is the Sun card for you, Capricorns. You need to be singing that me song. What's it about me? What can you do for me? You need to be investing in that me situation. In your love life, we have the Death card here. It's time for some changes. Fast, quick, comfortable changes. In your money situation, drama mama comes in, you need to be checking those bills, making sure you made all those transactions right, because there's going to be some drama around your money. You're going to have to figure it out. In a work situation, you have some opportunities. You need to be asking what they're going to be doing for you. Okay?
All right. Sliding over to Aquarius, January 21st to February 19th.
Mm-hmm. While we're getting ready for that, can you bring up the numerology for 2024?
Yes, I should be able to.
Okay. Ooh. All righty, here we go, Aquarians. First up out of the gate, we have the Three of Wands. This is the year you're going to have to be figuring out where you're going and how you're going to get there. You have the opportunities. The path is in front of you. You have your ships sailing past you. Which one are you going to hop on? In your love life, however, we have the Page of Pentacles. Aquarians, you need to be checking yourself out, making sure you're not getting caught up into the financials of your relationship, and more so making sure that you're happy in the ideas of your relationship. Financially, it's not a good time for you. It's going to be very hard. You're going to be very much worried and stressed over it. Work time, however, we have the Tower here. Quick, fast changes in your workspace. You may be changing jobs. There may be layoffs. That's okay. You'll be getting past them. I think you're going to be okay, Aquarius, but you're going to have to make choices about what you want.
And last but certainly not least, we have Pisces, February 20th to March 20th.
Mm-hmm. All All right, Pisces. So first up out of the gate, your year, interestingly, is the Six of Wands. It's the year of the return. Swear this is the third card that has this for their overall year factor. Quite interesting. In your relationship, Pisces, you've got the High Priestess. You've got to be figuring out exactly where you want things to be at. In your money sector, you got to hold to traditional. No playing airy fairy. Pay your bills. Put your money in your back pocket all month. Don't be playing any high finance BS. In your career sector, however, Pisces, you feel like you've been ran over, busting lipped. Your review may not have been good, but you're going to be perfectly okay. Right.
Alrighty. I think I got what you wanted. Double check that and see.
I will take a check with that. All right. So, yes, it is. So, 2024 is an 8-year. We like 8 years. It's also a Saturn year. It's a Capricorn year. Remember that. So, high thinking, task management. But it's also stemming with the universal patterns there. So with that, you want to watch that higher vibrational level from the year we've been in. You're also going to notice a lot of routine pushing, a lot of trying to stay functional, stay focused here. This year is going to be a lot of up and down and round and about, and that's okay. All right. It gives you the abilities to access the fruits of your labor. I think there's going to be a lot of turnover there, but it's getting into patterns. Makes sense?
It does. Plus, we're coming out of a 7-year, and that was a year all about like learning from the like figuring out what's going on and like putting things away.
Yes.
So,
now, Brenda, you cannot go and hibernate all of 2024.
I saw that when I was waiting for you to get to it. It's like, so her exact comment is, you here and the gallery reading, which if y'all missed that, you shouldn't have missed that. She says, I'm hibernating through 2024.
No, I think 2024 is going to be a lot of change, but it'll be good change for you. March and February might be a little interesting. Just overall.
Hey, there is that.
All right. So if you guys are first tuner ins, then I do these every month. I sit down, I give you an overview of the year. We host a lot of other shows here. Joe, why don't you talk about the shows we host?
Oh my goodness. Well, so on Tuesdays, we have the Psychic Coffee Shop, which is usually one of two things. That's going to be a you and I show in which we talk all about the psychic industry in the news and psychic perspective on news stories, or which is more common, you do have a guest, someone from generally the metaphysical, psychic, or related fields. Right. That is an author or has a product. Products are a little newer. Mostly they're authors. To talk about their most recent book and how you can use that in your life. Right. Then we move over to Thursdays. You have Coffee and Tea. That's where you sit down with Natalie, Lady Gwendolyn. Hazel will be coming on. Yes. Y'all be enjoying that. Or Tracy Van. Oh, Tracy Van and Sandy. God, I can't remember Sandy yet. Tracy Van or Sandy. And you guys talk about the psychic industry. And it's basically a sit down, have coffee between psychics where you two will discuss, could also be called a bitch and stitch, what's going on in the psychic world from the professional perspective.
Yeah, I like a bitch and stitch.
It's a little bit of a bitch and stitch.
Yeah.
Y'all love it. Yeah. Then on Fridays, we have Mountain Bears, where, again, you and I show back up to talk about the world of LGBTQ news and goings on. You also give psychic perspective on that as well. I give some tech perspective on that. And we generally disagree. Also, Also, the fun part of that show is Am I the Asshole and Polyamory Advice.
Mm-hmm.
Always fun.
Always.
Or we might as well call it the Everyone's a Dill Pickle. But that's new. That's new. If you haven't seen that, go check out Mountain Bears. The last few episodes, you'll catch on to the dill pickle.
Yes, and it's when like this is crap. All of it is.
All of it's crap. Yes. So then and that's talking about the Am I the Asshole? Just so you know, not the show. So then on Sundays, we have Psychic That Plans, which basically answers, how does a psychic plan? And we sit down and we go through our world in terms of the week and show different planning
methods.
Methods. Thank you. I was losing a word. Different planning methods and what it takes to actually plan a psychic's week, because you'd think being able to see what's coming would make things easier, but sometimes it actually makes it harder. So we got to plan all that out.
Well, not only that, but there's so many other things going on there.
Oh yes, there is a lot going on there. It's a fun show. So last but not least, you also have on Mondays through Modern Spiritual. Yeah, you and Hazel, Firefly, get together and you guys sit down and talk modern perspectives on spiritualism.
Right, and spiritual experiences. Yeah, and it's a really fun show. Each week is a topical base. January, we're looking at relationships because, of course, that leads us into February. And next Monday will be my 2024 predictions for what we see globally and that level of global.
So, it should be great.
Yes, and the reason we're able to stream, 5 nights a week, 6 nights a week, technically?
I think so, yeah. 6 nights a week.
It's because of our baristas that not only support us by showing up and sending us news stories and helping us run the station, but also by financial support. Like they all chip in and help cover the streaming software, all of that.
Oh, yeah, and they get great things for that. So we have 3 levels of support. We have our tall, grande, and venti supporters. They are tall for $1, grande for $5, venti for $10. All of those include an end-of-video thank you during credits, access to our monthly station meeting, access to our private Facebook group, free access to all virtual classes, free ticket to gallery readings, early access to videos, and early access to daily tarot and daily affirmation. Now, the biggest difference between all 3 levels is your discount on a private reading with Aeson Knight. At the tall $1 level, you get a 25% discount on that reading. At the grande $5 level, you get a 50% discount on that reading. And at the venti $10 level, you get a whopping 75% discount on that reading with Aeson Knight. So check that out. It is well worth it. The savings on pretty much any of the events, the classes, a reading with Aeson Knight, totally worth it. I don't think we offer. I mean, there's very few things that if you're purchasing on the site that like you would, not get a discount that's worth the whole membership in one go. Well, but like the classes, that alone, I don't think there's a single discount that's not worth it.
Yeah, and there's going to be some changes in 2024. Gallery readings are going to quarterly. Instead of every 6 months, every quarter, we're going to have them. You're going to see me teach some new classes. We're going to be launching the Empower Your Life series, which will be a class every 2 months. And you can literally jump in wherever you want. And then the baristas and Inner Circle are going to be getting all those for free. You also get to be my guinea pig for some things. New spreads, new reading methods. Yeah, my baristas are the first to get it. palm reading this year, yes, it will probably be in the fall.
Mm-hmm. Not to mention, that station meeting is how we choose content and direction for the network. So if you want to tell us what to do,
yeah,
it's the great place to come do that.
Yeah, and look at things and look at different introspections, because the modern world is great, but we get tunnel vision quite often.
Ooh, Brenda is getting excited about some palm reading this year.
Yes, you can look forward to editing that manual in April, which means it should be getting taught sometime in the fall/winter.
Very awesome.
Yes, because unlike most people, I don't just go and grab someone's leftover manual and turn it into a class. I actually build a class.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've put together a few of those manuals.
Yeah.
I can tell you now, it is a process.
Yeah. None of my classes don't get a manual.
Oh, what is this? So Shannon says you get excited till you hear you're getting 14 grandkids.
Well, that's just small.
With the palm reading. Oh, God, yeah.
That's just small. I mean, 14, that's like, 3 kids. That's only like 4 and 5 apiece. Wait till you got a full kindergarten class.
Mm-hmm. Grandma got you stocking stuffers, though, as a good response to 14 grandkids.
Exactly.
Grandma's on a fixed income. Have a stocking stuffer.
Yes.
Fun questions to ask any parent is, which one of your children do you think is going to be the breeder?
Hello, Miss Emily.
Hey,
happy
Emily.
Birthday, Mini Mott.
Yes, happy birthday to the Mini Mott.
Yes.
Oh, no, sorry. Happy birthday to Emily with the Mini Mott. Okay, sorry.
Okay. Happy birthday, Emily. We read the Mini Mott had a birthday too.
Yeah, no, I misread. We just misread that.
Well, hello, Miss Heather. We'll be down to see you soon.
Hello.
Yes. And I'll make him leave his briefcase at home this time.
That's just rude.
Mini Mott's is in March. But guys, we hope you've had an enjoyable holiday season. We will see you tomorrow night over on the Psychic Coffee Shop, where we'll be looking and setting our planners up for January.
Mm-hmm. And it will be the last show of 2023. The next time you see us after Psychic That Plans, it will be a new year.
Yes. We move into almost a decade. It'll be a couple decades.
Yeah, I know. The show is getting old.
Yes, I know it is. We just keep getting younger.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Now, speaking of those baristas, of course, we want to thank Beverly Walker, Mika G, Kathy, Mary Winfield, Brenda, Shannon C, Shannon D, Lady Gwendolyn, Charles Shaw, Tracy Van, Caitlin Bell, and Devin. So if you'd like to find out more about us, the show, or how you too can become Patreon sponsors and receive all the wonderful benefits our baristas receive, please visit us at pcspnetwork.com.
Yes, and you guys have an enjoyable night. Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.